Nearly 3,000 years ago, the passion for one woman ignited the greatest battle ever fought.
There are epic war films, there are historical blockbusters, and then there's Troy from 2004, a movie that somehow convinced an entire generation that they were watching an adaptation of Homer while quietly serving what may be one of the greatest collections of impossibly handsome men ever assembled on screen. Special thanks to subscriber John Stafford for the suggestion.
You're a thirst trap and a gay awakening.
I wouldn't want to fight him.
That's why no one will remember your name.
Released in 2004 and directed by Wolfgang Petersen, Troy is a sweeping historical epic inspired by Homer's Iliad. The film follows the legendary Trojan War after Prince Paris of Troy elopes with Ellen, wife of the Spartan king Menelaus, triggering a massive conflict between Greece and Troy. At the heart of the story is the fearsome warrior Achilles, whose unmatched skill in battle, complicated sense of honor, and doomed pursuit of glory shaped the fate of an entire civilization. Yes, there are kingdoms to save, battles to win, and prophecies to fulfill, but there is also Brad Pitt, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, and Garrett Edlund wandering around ancient Greece looking like they were personally sculpted by the gods before being coated in olive oil for good measure. At some point, the Trojan War starts feeling less like a military campaign and more like the world's most expensive men's fitness calendar. The camera certainly knows where its priorities lie. Achilles' introduction isn't just about establishing him as history's greatest warrior, it practically announces him as a patron saint of perfect abs. Brad Pitt's physique became legendary almost overnight, inspiring countless gym memberships and probably a few unrealistic New Year's resolutions. Orlando Bloom, meanwhile, spent much of the film reminding everyone why he was one of the biggest heartthrobs of the early 2000s, while Eric Bana somehow makes wearing bronze armor look like a luxury fashion campaign. Even supporting players like Garrett Edlund left a lasting impression because nobody in this cast was allowed to be merely attractive. They all had to look like living marble statues. It is no surprise that countless viewers have since described Troy as an unexpected gay awakening. The film's abundance of sweaty torsos, chiseled muscles, and homoerotic friendships made it a gay awakening for many viewers, and the sentiment echoes years of online discussions about the film's overwhelming celebration of male beauty. Ironically, the film also becomes unintentionally fascinating because of what it avoids. Classical interpretations have long viewed Achilles and Patroclus as lovers, or at very least, as sharing an extremely intimate bond. Troy sidesteps that interpretation entirely by making them cousins, a decision that many critics and viewers felt diluted one of the emotional pillars of the original mythology. The chemistry is still there, the emotional intensity is also still there, but the film politely insists everyone to be simply very close family.
Cousin, I can't fight the Trojans if I'm concerned for you. Guard the ship.
Beneath the Swords, Politics and Siege Warfare is a film utterly committed to presenting its male cast as larger-than-life icons. Modern blockbusters often hide actors beneath layers of digital effects and costumes. Troy, on the other hand, simply points the camera at Brad Pitt, Eric Bana and Orlando Bloom and says, "That'll do." When a movie makes audiences pause more often to admire the heroes than analyze the tactic war games, you've crossed into legendary thirst trap territory, and Troy wears that crown as confidently as Achilles wore his armor. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and a subscription would be nice. You can also check out some of the other great videos on my channel.